Here are some interesting, weird but true facts about animals. And we are starting off with honeybees, as honeybees can be trained to detect explosives, which is absolutely bonkers when you think. Isn't that just crazy for such a small bee? Bulls. We love bulls just as much as the next, but another weird but true fact is that the color red doesn't really make a bull angry. People think that bulls get angry when they see the color red. Actually, the color red doesn't really make bulls angry. They are colorblind. So there you go. They can't see the color red, so therefore that myth is just not true. Weird or what? Weird but true, the Chihuahua is the smallest dog breed, which is true. Considering they look hideous, I am not the biggest fan of Chihuahuas. But some people love Chihuahuas, so there is an interesting fact for you guys in Chihuahuas. Do you like Chihuahuas? Comment below if you do. My thoughts are I'm not a big fan of them. Hippos can be more dangerous than lions, which is absolutely spot on. Their bite force is absolutely insane, and you can understand why these guys are more dangerous than lions in every single way possible. It's even dangerous for lions to even go out and hunt them. And if they do get, into a fight with a hippo and they get clamped, that is it. They die. I mean, talk about having a shit day. And we say when it rains, oh, it's a shit day. Try being in a lion's shoes. Another interesting, weird but true fact, kangaroos don't hop backwards. They really can't. But they are absolutely fascinating. But you will hear more interesting, weird but true facts about kangaroos in a few seconds or so. Looks like we're hopping in again for kangaroos, as old man is a nickname for a male kangaroo. So whenever you're calling your dad or whoever old, just remember you're calling them a nickname for a kangaroo. Now, here's a weird but true fact about elephants, is that an African elephant have ears shaped like the continent of Africa, which is absolutely bonkers. But their ears do really map out Africa, which is absolutely insane. So if you're ever in Africa and you see an elephant, just know, all you crazy cat lovers, this is for you guys for understanding your cats. Now, cats' urine can glow under black light, which is absolutely true. Which is absolutely weird, but there is more about cats than meets the eye, as you'll find out later on as you go along through this video. Now this is how you get to know your cat and how they would communicate, as cats communicate using at least 16 knowing cat words. How fucking crazy is that? Your cat can speak 16 knowing cat words. Does your cat do the same thing? And how much of that do you actually know? What is interesting about tigers is that a tiger's stripes are different on the left and the right sides of its body. Another interesting weird but true fact is that if you were to shave a tiger, not that I recommend it, the stripes go straight to the skin, so you can't get rid of the stripes. And if you thought we were done, nope, not quite. Did you know that pandas' shit can be made into paper? Yes, I said shit, but it is what it is. But yeah, you might be holding panda droppings if you are writing on a piece of paper. But then again, you might be holding elephant shit, because elephant shit can also be turned into paper just like pandas can. So weird but gross little fact for you guys on that. Now this will blow your mind to a whole new level. But weird but true, a woodpecker once pecked a hole in a space shuttle. I mean, talk about an explosive time, eh? Woodpeckers are phenomenal. But yeah, you imagine that. Weird but true, eh? A flamingo can eat only when its head is upside down. Weird. Just weird. But it's so true. So, if you ever wondered how, these guys eat, now you know. Crazy, innit? Would you eat upside down? I would love to know if you guys have ever even done it or ever thought about doing it. Weird but true, giant anteaters can eat more than 30,000 insects in a day. Weird. Could you eat that many? Let me know below. This will blow your mind, but a flamingo's ankle looks like a knee. Weird but true. So if you look at a flamingo's ankles, they do look a bit like a knee. Let me know, have you ever examined, you know, a flamingo's ankles? A flea can jump 100 times its body length. That's like you jumping to the top of a 34-story building. Yes, they're gross, and yes, we, you know, find them ew, but that's quite impressive, which is weird, but it's so freaking true. Let me know if you knew that one. Another interesting fact is that some fish can walk on land, which is true, just like this guy can. Absolutely insane. True, alligators can live to be 80 years old. A weird but true fact, the skin of a poisoned dart frog contains enough toxins to kill up to 100 people. That's crazy for such a small little guy. I mean, I can't say too much about height because I'm 5'4", so, you know. A dolphin can learn to recognize itself in the mirror. How weird is that for dolphins to be able to do that sort of stuff? How phenomenal. Jellyfish sting even when dead, which is true. So if you ever walked on the beach and you ended up getting stung by a jellyfish, what was your first reaction to that? I mean, I've never been stung by a jellyfish, but have you ever been stung by a jellyfish while it's been on land and not in water? This will give you a shocking experience, but believe it or not, a weird but true fact is that an electric eel produces a charge strong enough to stun a horse. How mental is that? So, you know, it's more stronger than an ordinary electric fence could do. Bonkers. Some fish can change from females to males, which is absolutely bonkers. So, yeah, it's a true factor, you know, when you think about how bizarre nature can be. That is bizarre. Clams can live to be more than 100 years old. So who are you calling old? Let's talk about these guys, the giant squid. Food passes through the giant squid's brain on the way to its stomach. How weird, but how true. You know, it's not like us humans. As soon as we eat something, we have it go straight to our stomachs and then we shit it out later on. Simple as. But yeah, how bizarre is that for these guys to be able to have the capability to have it, you know, in their brain to get to the stomach. Bonkers. It's possible for a shark to detect a fish heartbeat before its attack, which is absolutely true. It is true. So, you know, for a shark to be able to, you know, do such a thing is absolutely... Now, this is impressive for anyone that can lift this much. Now, believe it or not, a blue whale's heart weighs up to 2,000 pounds. Do you think you'll be able to lift that heart? I don't think I could. I mean, fuck, I would collapse. Let alone try and attempt such a weight. Nah, I'm sorry. I would need way more people to come and help me lift this gigantic heart that is off a blue whale. But do you think you could do it? That's the main question. Ever wondered how many teeth a shark goes through? Well, this is how it goes. A shark can grow and lose up to 30,000 teeth in its lifetime. There's your answer. It's weird, but it is so true. So, if you love sharks and you've always wanted to know that, there's your answer. I apologize for the noise in the background if you can hear it, but believe it or not, male seahorses give birth. So it's not just the females, but here is an actual picture of a male seahorse pregnant. Did you like these facts? What was your favorite fact? Like and subscribe if you want more interesting animal facts like this one. Thank you for staying committed to my channel. Love you all and peace out.